I think they look really nice. They've got a really good, secure feel on them too. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. And today I want to take a look at a New Balance silhouette. I've never owned this specific silhouette before, but I really have become a huge fan of the 2002R. And this silhouette, the 1906R, really reminds me of those shoes. It's got a couple of features that are almost identical to those 2002Rs, and I just had to get my hands on a pair of them. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these New Balance 1906Rs in the sea salt and gray colorway. And I don't know if this colorway is part of a pack or not. I've seen this shoe in similar styles with just varying colors. Like there's a red pair, I think I just saw a navy pair, there's a green pair. I really wanted this gray pair. I forget where I ordered it from. I think I ordered it from Extra Butter first, and then it never came. I ended up reaching out and they said, oh, sorry, we had to cancel your order or something. I guess they didn't have it in stock or something. I kept looking on the New Balance website and I could never find my size on there, but then I finally found my size on Bodega. I went with the same size that I get on the 2002Rs because since they look so similar, that's what I thought I'd go with. But anyhow, it comes in this plain box, nothing fancy. The tag says 1906R. And it does actually have some colors on there. It says white and gray. Here's a Bodega tag. It says 175, but that's actually more than what they cost. They were listed for, I think, 160 on Bodega, and that wasn't on sale or anything. So I'm not sure why they have this price tag of 175. I actually don't know why they cost more than the 2002Rs. But anyhow, let's get to the shoes. I love the way these look. I like the colors of them, the tan, off-white, gray. I really like the color of this midsole. And like I said before, I'm such a huge fan of the 2002R. So when I saw that these have a very similar shape and a really similar midsole, outsole, I just really wanted a pair of my own to see what they were all about. And this colorway was the top of my list. I think that a company called This Is Never That did a collaboration on the 1906R. Aside from that, I really haven't seen too much of them. Like I said, there's a couple variants of this shoe out, including like a green one, a red one, and a navy one. And basically all you would do is swap the gray color on this shoe with green, red, etc. And that's what the other ones look like. They might have different colored midsoles and plastic on the back as well. But overall, these just really have that retro runner vibe that I've really been feeling lately. And part of what I love about the 2002R so much is just they're so comfortable. They're really comfortable for extended wear for when you're going to be on your feet for a long time. And the style is just, I'm just really feeling it right now. It's like not too busy. They're kind of laid back and low key looking, but at the same time, you can tell that they're really good quality materials and whatnot. So I always appreciate that. And too, I think just the colors that they've been giving us are really cool. These have a different overall look just because this upper is mostly breathable mesh and all the overlays look like it's just some synthetic leather. Whereas the 2002Rs have pretty premium feeling suede for most of their overlays. So this is a pretty standard 2002R, like I keep on mentioning, and as you can see, the base is mesh, but all these overlays are just a really nice suede, and it's got really good quality. It really feels nice and it looks nice. You can tell by looking at them that they're just really, really good quality materials. And I don't understand why this can retail for $120 or $140 and this retails for $160. Because when I'm looking at the two shoes, I think this one looks like it's higher quality, and this one you can definitely tell is far more synthetic, and it's just got a lot of synthetic leather overlays and a whole bunch of mesh on it. So I don't think these look cheap, but I don't think these look like they should cost $40 more for retail than what the 2002 Rs do. But aside from that, you can tell that the midsole is very similar, if not identical, on both shoes. And even if you spin it around to the inside of the shoe, it looks the same. And the outsoles are both the same. They both have that Stability Web branding there at the midfoot, New Balance branding there at the back, but the tread pattern is the same. They both have really, really grippy rubber on the outside of them. But as far as price point, the win definitely goes to the 2002 R, and I probably do prefer the materials just a little bit more on this because it's nice suede. And with this, like I said, it's just all synthetic. One other thing that is a good bit different is on the 1906 R, you have this heel cup, this plastic, hard plastic heel counter on the back. And obviously on the 2002 R, you don't see that at all. They definitely both give the same kind of retro runner type vibes, which I'm definitely feeling right now. Getting into the review, you can see that this tread pattern, as noted before, is the exact same as the 2002 Rs. It's got Stability Web branding there at the midfoot, and that's on like a hard plastic kind of material. That material has a neat sheen on it. It almost looks like it's like golden color, but I really, really like it. It kind of has like a satin finish, so it's not real shiny, but I think it's cool. That wraps up to the midsole as well. You can see just a little hint of it, and I'm really feeling that color. I think that's neat. There underneath the heel, you can see the foam peeking through, and it's got some New Balance branding. But I really, really like the tread on these, and they really perform very, very well. But then coming up to this midsole, I love the midsoles on these and the 2002 Rs. I just think they're retro and futuristic looking kind of at the same time. It's got these shock absorbers here in the heel that kind of look like a toned down version of the Nike Shocks. And I just really, really like how these look. It's got some Energy branding there on the midsole, if you can see that. And there's that gold hit that I really like too. I'm trying to get it so the sun hits it and you can see it. But overall, I just love the lines of these midsoles. I think they're really, really cool looking, and there's nothing else like it that I've seen. But then coming up from that midsole area, we really just have nothing but this nice, really breathable mesh. And you can see that it's got that sea salt color. It's kind of like a off-white and gray color, and also with a little bit of tan in it. I really like the colors of these. But then all the overlays are a synthetic leather, and it actually has a nice feel to it. Like, it feels better than what the synthetic leather on Dunks and like Jordan 1 mids and that sort of stuff feels. Like, it's got a little bit of texture whenever you look at it up close, and it actually feels really, really soft. But it is synthetic, so some people might gripe and groan about that, but I mean, it is what it is. It's not a premium material, so don't expect that whenever you get these, but I really, really like the look of these. You can see here, right above this gray heel counter, that it's got some 1906 branding. And that's just more of the same colors that we see throughout the shoe. On the heel, you get this little accent of red surrounding the New Balance branding, and I think that's just a nice little pop. I don't think there's any other color on the outside of the shoe aside from that. But even the tongue is that nice breathable mesh, and it looks like at the top for the New Balance running branding, that's also just synthetic leather. They gave us some flat off-white or cream colored laces, and I think they look nice. They really match that midsole color. One thing that I think is really neat is these 1906Rs have this N on the side, and in the middle of it, it says N-Lock. And I think they call it that just because these two lines from the N extend up through the shoe and create the eyelets for the lacing system. So I think that's a pretty neat use of their logo. But it's got the classic New Balance N, but of course it's got that N-Lock system, and that's on the outside of the shoe and on the inside of the shoe as well. But you can see that same material comes up through the shoe and it makes those loops for the laces to go through. It looks like the insole has the same printed pattern as what the mesh on the upper is, if you can see down in there. And the sock liner is just kind of like an off-white or a tan color. Looks like it says that it's got Ortholite insoles in it, and I think that's the same that the 2002R has as well. I might go ahead and throw these on feet because I haven't worn them yet, and just see if they fit like the 2002Rs do, and then I can also let you guys see how they look on feet. Alright, so this is the first time I've had the 1906R on feet, and they feel very similar to the 2002R. I am happy that I went true to size. For me, it seems like most New Balances work out perfectly in true to size. And I even have a wide foot, but these are somewhat wide foot friendly. They don't feel like they're too narrow or anything. I think they look really nice. They've got a really good, secure feel on them too. Now with it getting colder, I don't know that I would wear this shoe a whole lot right now, but I think next summer I'll probably wear these a ton just because they're so breathable. I think they'd be perfect for the hotter weather. Probably just keep rocking my distressed pair of the 2002Rs from the protection pack right now, just because they already look a little bit beat, and I won't worry if I get salt and that kind of stuff on them. But I'm loving the way these things look. You'll have to let me know what you all think about them. And again, they just really feel comfortable. I think they'd be good for wearing for a long time if you're going to be on your feet for a long time. And I just really like the support. They're not like really squishy or anything. It almost feels like they've got a really firm support in the midfoot and the heel, but it's very, very comfortable for my feet. So I'm really loving these. I don't know if I like them as much as the 2002Rs, but they're a close contender. Alright, so that was just a quick look at these 1906Rs. Let me know what you think of them. I appreciate you all watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.